Let's get all our stuff back together. First of all, welcome back, guys. Hope you guys had a good day, good evening from our last session. Blah blah blah. Still warming up. This is another day for me. Back on the grind. Uh, just getting all my resources back in order. So load my pure ref. Put it on the side. Yep. See if nope, don't want to save that project because it's just a circle. And then open my key. But yeah, after gathering those resources and adjusting my key, definitely a place where I'm definitely more satisfied with his look. Now it's almost like pure refinement, which I don't know, can be kind of boring, like, you know. It's probably gonna be handy if I have a topic in mind, but without actually seeing like the feedback from the video, because this is the debut day. I'm just kind of excited, honestly. I keep on mentioning it, but it's like, oh my god, it's today. Oh, so nervous. I won't be able to see any of the comments or any of the feedback until the next day, which is it's gonna be okay. So I don't have to worry about what people have said, or well, I want to focus on the positive side. Negative stuff, it will come and go. I'm sure of it. But there's no point focusing on that because it won't get me anywhere. And I'm looking to get better at my craft, not dwindle on my past mistakes. Oh, look at this. Oh, alright, let's just take off all the color white brush. And yeah, let's just get started. Get into flow. I mean, I haven't really done much work today. Had to get some personal stuff out of the way first. Regardless of me doing this, I've been actually job hunting here around in the UK, just to get some extra financial stability. Because though I want this business to be fruitful, right? You know, there's that saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I have been in the, say, customer service industry for a while now. I started at a simple restaurant, a chain restaurant, worked through the ranks, learned many new things over the years, and I feel those values that I've gathered with my time there, or at those establishments, has really grown me as a person. So I'm just looking at that, applying for an extra income, because the economy right now in the UK, I wouldn't say is the best. It's pretty atrocious. But gotta keep on trucking, you know? And use the resources that I have around me, because despite being in the UK or in England, there is a lot of support out there. A lot of resources that you can use at your own disposal. I would highly recommend it if you're in a kind of a pinch. Just look around, see what's available to you, and yeah, look at it. Alright. So, got clips done, got his new pose. Now this is one of the parts where I almost have to get one of my books out, just to have it on the side as well. So I use this book, Atlas of of Human Anatomy for the Artists by Stephen Rogers Perks. Sorry for the glare. But this is one of the books that I've used for many of my sessions, right? Bones, muscles, even like joint placements. Oh, gotta be careful. There is a few body shots, so I gotta be careful. The nose, right, and how. Well, it's a great book. Not that expensive. 20 US dollars. I think I got it for like £15, you know, at one of our bookstores here in the UK, and it's been a staple for me for a long time. Like, I would even recommend this to like doctors, I guess. But there's a few, like this page is one of my favorites, right? This just allows me to see the curvature and a few certain areas where the muscles align with each other. So I will be looking down at the reference, so bear with me. But yeah, get that done and just kind of get things into place. Like, I always look at Mikey or any of my models, especially right now with, oh wow, okay, I should fix that. Especially with Mikey as being a print, those details I do find do come out pretty nicely. Thankfully, with my 3D printer that I use it's the Elegoo Mars 2 Pro. Bigger screen, I don't know. But it's one of those investments where I wanted to get. When I bought it, I was so nervous of using it, to break it and waste material that I didn't even touch it. But then, thankfully, a fellow buddy artist of mine allowed me to have in an environment which I could do such things at my comfortable environment, I would say. Well, let's get this side. Got that. So that's split. The pouches. This is the mesh that we don't want. Right. Let's just delete higher, I guess. Close the holes. Been masked. Clean that up. Because even though that is interacting with the mesh or with Mikey inside, maybe the print file itself just like, oh look, there's something inside, we must print that as well. And it could mess up a few things. So I want, because I'm gonna have Mikey semi-hollow, so his body is gonna be quite hollow, just to save on materials. His head a little bit as well. His legs and arms will be solid, but with the parameters in Elegoo Mars, I can get it to the point where it only hollows the body and the head because it's the largest area. Oh, this. Oh, okay, that's a bit too much. Mm. So I'm just keeping an eye count of my active polys. Mikey's body is pretty dense with topology. If I don't really need it, Didn't really have it on, because then it just chugs resources unnecessary. Like if I press divide now, right, it can really not tell anything. I mean, if I'm doing pause, let's try them standard with a different alpha like this. Maybe, you know, that would work or be necessary. See, difference, right? For almost 500,000 polys, compared to 1,000,000 polys, right? Get more detail, but with this, I might not even need it. So we're just gonna delete higher, rid of that, save on resources. I mean, there's this, right? This is one subdivision, excuse me. But it's just essentially eyes. I could start cleaning up my meshes. Just lost an eye. So 48. Okay. What else is there? These ones. Almost 1,000,000 just for pouches alone. See how well this remeshes everything and lowers the subdivision. Because at some point, I did have a weaker machine, and just modeling that was okay. It was doable, but I couldn't really get to the high res details, right? Just to get to that like extreme detail. This one I'm not gonna touch. I know, I've seen that in action already. Okay, this one's okay. One's okay. Shoes are probably pretty extreme. Yeah, okay. 4 to like 2.5 mil. A bit okay. There we go. Put everything on low, just so I can a little bit speedier, faster. I wonder. I want to rotate it. No, that's okay there. I am just idling. Extremely idling. So let's get this. Speed this up. Go solo. Alright, so back to my arm. Got the deltoids here. See, upper extremity. There's this muscle. Biceps falls into this. I think he's. Yeah, this forearm is out of position. So let's get that done. Good old lasso. Get larger, more correct. Let's put this back to its original alpha. Always forget. 45? 6? Eh. So let's get this here. So I spoke quite briefly with topology. So if you're doing like a low res, right? Like I showed, this line goes into the wrist where it should be, and that just definitely helps him. See, I do wonder what topics I can really talk about. You know, sometimes at this stage where you're kind of like, I'm gonna move this here, move that there. It's all great and stuff. It's like to fill in the void. Do I really want to always have a topic at hand or just have it quite chill? Not too sure. Um, we'll play it by ear and see where things take us. Yeah, because even like following Bruce Lee's concept, right? I'm not actually able to twist how I twisted it. Really, anyway. I don't think anyway. Yeah. Is this what? So this like bend would be always kind of always flat. It just depends on the shoulder twists, I guess. Well, if that's the case, and this would definitely be out. That's like a heavy twist. Can I really pull that off convincingly? Yeah, 'cause he's even lost his like here. Oh, anatomy, how you are such a tricky topic to master. I mean, there's there's a few like established people out there who's like mastered anatomy to the T, right? Uh, there's this guy Scott Eaton. He's quite famous in the anatomy um scene or artist scene. I met him once during a time where I was looking to apply for like industry work. Um, Unfortunately, at the time, I hate to say this, but I couldn't really focus on the event itself because I had other things on my mind. So my full focus wasn't really there. Which I do regret, but it is what it is. But essentially maybe the alpha was to it too. 40. Let's do 42. 86. Sure. Um. Shoot, where was I? Train for. Uh. Um. Yeah, I was talking about Scott Ian. Meet him at a art event. Um. But yeah. Couldn't really put my full focus on it. Well, I do regret, but it is what it is. Like I said. But the event itself is great. So the event itself is called THU. Um, yeah, what Trojan Horse Unicorns? I hope I got that right. um, uh, and the event was taken in Malta a couple of years back. Went with other fellow artists looking to either get feedback for their own work, see if their direction is really good, um, or just to get jobs. Really, I mean, I felt with this, like my friend who recommended it was talking to me how it was like a great community to meet fellow artists and just make new friends, right? I think that was his main goal. um, the event itself was great, but I think because how popular it got, um, you get a more a vast variety of characters, and a lot of them, I would say, in a sense, was good that they were hungry to get a job, but they weren't really there to socialize. I felt, um, um, not to meet new friends, just to get a business and get a job. Ugh. Um, I think yeah, so the event was like a whole week in Malta. Great place, very lovely. Um, and yeah, we just learned from other fellow people from the industry and their take. Um, I wish I mingled a little bit more. Looking back at it. But whatever. That's in the past. Who cares? Uh, next time, if I get a chance to do this event, it'll be a little bit more fruitful. All right, let's get on our solo and see what's disconnected. Rid of this. Oh, sorry. Flash, flash, flash. There was one episode I was quite worried about where I was fixing the shoe for Mikey here, or creating his shoe, and there was a lot of parts where I was like hovering between wireframe mode just to see the curvature of stuff. It kind of worried me if it was kind of like an epileptic show. Hopefully not. I don't think anything on YouTube tells me it's like, oh, you have too many flashing images on your video. Please turn it down. You just have to kind of know, put that discretion in your videos. It's like, if you watch this, be careful. There's a lot of flashing imagery in this video. So watch at your own risk. Lawsuit. Dilemma. Alright, so let's bulk this out. Give my key some definition here. And if you always find it hard in your local community to find fellow artists such as yourself, you can like bounce ideas from, just interact, make new friends. I found it quite hard. There's a few times when I've gone out my way to go to events, trying to meet people who enjoy the craft as much as I do, and a little bit of part of me wanted to absorb more information and learn more from people experience. I mean, that was my goal, to each their own, but I'm sure there's definitely a lot of, like, if you use Discord, that's a few communities, Reddit. I don't really use much because I kind of have a circle of friends who I really admire. Like, I mean, yeah. As cheesy as it is, yeah, it is the case. So I'm okay with the crew I have right now. Expanding on it is great. You know? They have a bunch of friends who have a bunch of friends, and they like, we all talk to each other, and it's like, oh yeah, I do this as well. And I found convention was a good one. Convention in itself, there's this whole artist alley, right? All the fellow artists trying to make a name or just have fun with the scene and show their work around to other people. Get it sold, obviously. It's a good way to meet people. I met a few very, very cool people. Very interesting people. Doing conventions or visiting conventions and helping my friends just at their booth. I've only been to, well, I've been to a couple, but the last one I went to in Birmingham was my kind of first one where I had my work out for display. Seeing people's reaction to my work was quite nice. The like, oh, big-headed or something like that. Is that the word? Um, like, oh, they really love my work. Got a lot of ideas on how to improve. Like, I had the idea where you just sold it as a grayscale, right? Simple gray, black, or white, and you take it home, paint it yourself in your own design or the design that you know of, or just do your own style, right? But some customers or people who saw the model, it's like, oh, I wish it was colored because I don't really know how to paint myself. I underestimate how not everyone has the same skill set as everyone. I always just assumes like, oh yeah, because I know how to do it, everyone else should be able to do it, right? Very naive uh, mindset. But yeah, so I will probably do a section, like a different category where I paint it myself, um, and have that as a option as well for the people who just don't want to paint and just want to have a nice model or an object already ready and presentable. Just put it on the shelf or in their display cabinets. Okay. Fix this one. Is this interaction with the nunchuck has changed, right? From before. Knuckles, his thumb will go in different areas. Now I still gotta figure out what I am doing with this glove design. Like, was this here just to say, oh, I want a gap? Can I even do that? I think I can. Alright, test this out. So, duplicate because I'm not too sure. Testing ideas out. Rid of mask. Split hidden. No. Okay, that's where the brush crashes. Should have saved. Now ZBrush is gonna. Oh, I'm gonna crash. Oh, quick save. That's it. All right, I'll be right back. Technical difficulties. Be right back. Okay, we're back. So this is actually attempt number 3. Because for some reason it just doesn't like to split by hidden. Alright, let's just separate by polygroups. Okay. Now that's split. Did it break again? Oh, it didn't break. Oh, okay. Oh, ZBrush, you sometimes are just a troll. So why? That's separate. Is it because of symmetry? Oh, something was breaking it. But we'll never find out. So let's do solo. So what I wanted to do was just punch a hole. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Delete this one. Delete this one. Okay. So we only have the gloves. So Punch the hole. Oh, a bit too big. Maybe here. Alright, nice. Alright, let's curve it towards with the hand itself. So, because I don't have back face mask on, it's done inside as well, which I kind of want, but future reference or for future's sake. For example, if I do the same mask again, right? It does. Is it because the glove is so thin? Probably. See, this is why I would never feel comfortable being a teacher. It's like, oh yeah, this is how you do it, students. And then you show them, and then it doesn't work, and it's like the most embarrassing thing ever. But thankfully, that's why there is tons of how-to guides out there. There's people who actually know how to demonstrate a technique without actually causing trouble. Right? Yeah. Alright. So we're just gonna do this. It should mask behind as well. Yeah. So do that. Punch a hole. Split hidden. Gloves, right? This one? Yes. We have a hole. We can just get rid of this. Let's see. Now we turn on our double face. Let's just auto polygroup for now. Give ZBrush a hand. Gonna bridge 2 points. 2 points together. Let's give it extra. And then we do, oh, not this edge and roughly here. These kind of act as like a scaffolding for ZBrush to go, okay, this is the two edges that you briefly want to connect together. So when I close holes, hopefully, right, it will just go, okay, this is the area, this is the distance that you want to work with. Gives ZBrush a little bit of a hand. Alright, so if I do close holes, there you go. The mesh, but will work. Read that out. Okay. From distance, we have a hole. Do it for the other side as well. So this is roughly where the hand is. This, check the inside. Yep. And wireframe on, punch a hole. Split by hidden. Delete this one, don't need it no more. And then we'll just do the same with this side. So Z modeler. Oh, my brush. Bridge. So, for example, so if I only had that. Oh, it's pretty small. Okay. Oh, nice. Even better. I was gonna say, oh, it would just like close holes randomly, but that's pretty smart. Happy days, happy days. Okay. So from a distance, there's distance. There's that. So make sure symmetry is off. Z remesh. So it should clean up the topology much better. Yeah, there we go. Let's just do that. Now, it is much lower poly, so I can even like move it even more comfortably without like losing a major shape. But that's pretty what I wanted. Oh, not bad design. Part will definitely pop out more. And now, because this is kind of like low division, right, compared to this one, which is the comparison is 9,000 to 41,000. Even though this has more polygroups for me to control things with, this would be my base, right? I'll use this. So I just make Mikey himself high, and I can tweak this glove. And in most cases, now I kind of have like a distinct area to work with. And really make the fingers themselves pop out more. Actually give him some knuckles, right? Yep. Here. His thumb knuckle would be here. Right? And lower this division. Move these into place. Oh, bit too up and personal with Mikey, but it's okay. Yeah, look at his finger, man. I mean, he is a turtle, but a bit too sausagey. Is that even a word? Uh, because of bend, it would affect the glove itself. Let's inflate this a bit more surface area. I wonder if this whole this is a habit that I've developed over time, where I would move one piece and kind of like just spin the camera in different angles, just to help me see more. Because I've seen a lot of people who work on this, right, just stare and like move this in place. But this one right now, this line, I think it's going down. Yeah, it is. So it's quite hard to see a curve from this angle anyway. Thankfully the poly line, the topology line works and flows in this direction. Helps me to see and push this out more. Have this closer. Actually come out. Oh, bit too much. Give it some definition, because the top of the finger should be a little bit larger at the end. Okay, this thumb is a bit. What is it? Yeah, it's not really going anywhere. Not really going anywhere. Oh, do I push it? Because I kind of want the thumb quite distinct. Even though he only has 3 digits, you have to tell that this is like that appendage, that joint. Could be more aggressive as well. I mean, Bruce Lee has his hand all like spread out, right? I think this is okay. Ugh. Some weird claw thing happening. You guys ever watch the Liar Liar with Jim Carrey? And he's playing with his kid, and he's like, the claw, the claw. That kind of reminds me of. I think I really broke it. Ouch. I think I actually broke it. The shift. Oh. Okay. Onto this one. Seems okay. But can be definitely a little bit more defined. Back for the glove, and there's a clear separation between the two digits. Ow. Okay, that's it's getting there. I like the design. Make this curve a little bit so there's some interesting shape. Okay. Push that in a little bit more. Because I kind of really want to define that knuckle. I think this is the wrong placement. Yeah. Subdivide. More. No. It's not where his knuckles is. Is it cause... Oh. Okay. Let's go to transpose. Because I think it's because I changed the nunchuck's position. Now it doesn't even look like he's holding it fully in his grip. Do this, mask this off. I think that's the only thing that needs to be affected. And just push that in. Push that in, make it sure it looks like he's really gripping that nunchuck. I mean, it will definitely help printing later on. I need to keep in mind of where the supports when I print as well is placed. I don't want it like when I'm taking off the supports, I don't want it to interact with a very flimsy object. Otherwise, if I cut it with the wrong pressure or the wrong angle, it can snap. Had it happen a few times already, and I haven't decided. Or I tested like two variety where I would cut it straight after a print after it's cleaned with alcohol, ibuprofen alcohol, compared to curing it with a UV light and then cutting it. Because after curing it with UV light, it's a little bit more brittle. Everything's a little bit harder, right? So you get kind of cleaner separation from support to the model. But because it's so brittle, any like areas that are really thin snaps off with it. I try to keep it relatively oh, that's not a word. I try to be very careful when I'm separating it, each individual model, but sometimes it just wrong pressure, or I'm not like really concentrating too much. It snaps off. And then when I cut it, compared to after cleaning with ibuprofen, alcohol, is it IP? Basically alcohol. Um, the the resin itself is very malleable, right? It's quite still soft, but the problem is like it, because it's so soft, a lot of material gets taken away from the mesh. So I have to either sand it down or fill it in with green stuff, which is green like putty, uh, to fill in the gaps, and that's a lot of work. Should avoid. I feel like Mikey's shoes just kind of extended. But yeah, that'll come with testing. Oh, yeah, actually, a friend of mine suggested I should just make the headband thicker as well. No real. I mean, yeah. The thicker it is, the more stable it will be, right? I just don't want to lose the flow of things. I mean, oh, Mikey having a thicker headband, not bad. Let's put him up a little bit. Yeah, so he's a little bit more relaxed. Change this as well. So unmask everything, mask this, invert it, and tweak, 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 tweak. Effective, it could work. There was also an option where I could make this separate object and have like a peg, but I feel like that still won't solve the problem, because the breakage is essentially here, right where the headband connects to the head. Oh, wish there was an easier solution. But now it looks like Zoro from the sword. Well, both of them are Zoro. I was going to say Spanish, but I'm not sure. But he uses a rapier compared to Zoro from the anime. He uses katanas, right? But yeah. Anyway, it's just me rambling. Hmm. Good old spin, just to see areas I could improve. Alright, let's do high or do the eyes. Gloves. Quite nice and subtle. These gloves are good. These nunchucks are inside. Very distinct connection. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Volume. Oh. Okay. Slowly. Slowly, slowly. Yeah. Oh, what's this? And these shoelaces are new. I don't know how they'll print. Oh my god. My camera control today. Hmm. Yeah, I think he's actually there. Oh, let's close this off. Alright, let's do transpose ghosts. So his body is interacting with the shell inside. Okay. Okay, I think, alright, let's slice Mikey up then. Alright, well, we'll save here. Oh, no. Well, I saved that as the wrong file, but I'll just go back. Give me a second, save as Michelangelo. Boom. Alright, let's get slicing. Oh yeah. Save this. Yeah. Oh, get rid of this glove now. Yeah, I like that design better. Double that one. Double this one so it's nice and smooth in the print. Same for this one. One already has a subdivision. This interacting well? Yeah, I would say so. Nothing coming out the foot. Okay, alright. So, hide everything. Do I have to clean up this? Yeah, I saved, didn't I? 504 Animesh. This might break. Oh my god. 2 million. Okay, 504 is a bit too. I'm just praying. Praying to ZBrush. Please don't crash. Already had you 3 times today, crash. Come on, you can do it. Oh my god, yes. Okay, I can work with that. Okay, alright. So, yeah, let's slice off his arm. Take off his bandana. I think that's okay, and we'll just slice him up for now. And see how we can position Mikey and get him printed. Color, I mean I could do color in between. I'll do color while I'm having Mikey printed as a test run. That way I'm just doing multiple tasks at once. And I can save time and be, well, not save time, but be efficient with my time. Because time is very, time schedule is very important. So I'll catch you guys in a bit. It shouldn't be too long, but I'm just gonna save and, you know, do all the technical stuff, and I'll catch you in a bit.